just a little bit late. Marc, thanks for joining us. How you doing?
I'm good, mate, thanks.
Good stuff, good. Right, let's just rewind to last Saturday first and foremost and talk about the Slough fixture in the league, obviously resulting in a 2-1 defeat. Can we get your thoughts on that one, please?
Yeah, I just thought against Hemel and Slough, both games pretty similar really. Both games I think we should have won really, based on balance of clear chances and the nature of the goals conceded. But I just felt like we was at the end of our tether really for those matches with players. Just, so many people not playing, or people that were playing that were just patched up. During both games we had to go to players playing out of position and stuff like that. So it just kind of felt like, don't get me wrong, I think Neil and John's boys for Slough done a good job at doing what they do really well. But listen, Alfie, in both games actually, Alfie has some really, what I think are straightforward chances to score from his based on how good he is. But that sort of potency, even though Alfie's on a great run of form and he's looking brilliant, I'm really pleased with him. But I think he'll admit that he could be scoring a brace a game comfortably, not the sort of one a game he's on. We're creating enough for him. So yeah, I just felt it really felt like at Slough that we were just desperate to try and get something out of it, because we knew we had a bit of a break and we were just absolutely like a marathon runner running to the tape, legs gone, weary, So I think the boys have done a good job over those 6 games, because throughout the whole of those 6 games we've been in the same position. Nothing's changed. In fact, the position only increased. The injury crisis only really deepened during that spell, with the likes of Barry Fuller getting added to it, Nicky Wheeler. So yeah, mate. So I thought we should have definitely got more than a point out of those 2 games, that's for sure. But we're not going to cry our eyes out. We're in the hunt. You know what I mean? I think for us to be in the top 8 after tomorrow, I'll probably be the top 10 even. But for us to be in the mix with the torrid state of affairs we've had is really, really good. Great work from the management team, and it doesn't guarantee us anything when our boys return, that's for sure. We'll have to keep working hard, but it's a much needed break.
Okay, and in a minute we can talk about training and what the sort of current state of play is with the injured boys and how they're looking. But before we do so, on Monday the FA Trophy draw was made, and we were pulled out of the hat against Worthing away on the 27th of November. So what's your thoughts on that fixture?
I'll be honest, one of our favourite sort of clubs really, to be fair. I think I love the fact they've got such a decent law following. It's non-league football needs fans like Worthing, to be honest, mate, and you don't mind them giving you a bit of jip on that, because that's what they pay the money for. But they've always been good to me, and I love the fact that come rain or shine, they get such a great following, make it a great atmosphere, and they put money in the tills when they go away from home as well. Look, Worthing, if it wasn't for the pandemic, Worthing would be, in the top 5 of our league. That's the bottom line. You've only got to look at their league record to see that. They're on a phenomenal run. Hinch is a top-class manager, top-class players. Beat Hayes in the last round, that disposed of us in the FA Cup. So it's a tough away draw, but listen, the 2 clubs have got a sort of pleasant competitive history. We was rivals for a couple of seasons, very much so. We've got a good record against them, to be honest, a really good record, I think. But it definitely could have been a better draw. But you know what it is, mate. You can sit there all you like and go, could be a good draw, bad draw. It is what it is, draw, isn't it? But I think it's testament to both clubs that it's sort of talked about as a tie of the round. It's because both clubs play great football. They're both clubs that are run properly, good supporters. So I think it's a couple of Galacticos really, to a degree, for local football. If local is regional, couple of clubs coming together. So it's going to be a bloody great game, and I'm actually looking forward to it quite a lot, to be fair. I'm hoping we'll be a little bit stronger on the field by the time we get there.
Okay, yeah, and that leads me on nicely to my next question, which was obviously you've had 2 sessions with the lads this week. How is the squad looking? Is there any of those boys that have been injured looking any warmer now?
Yep. For the Hawley game on Tuesday, we should see the return of Jason Pryor and Barry Fuller, Nicky Wheeler as well. Shane and Kane Wills have kind of patched themselves up last week to play. I've had a good week training. So we've had an excellent week, to be honest, mate. Samuel Lab is the only disappointing one. He tweaked his knee at Slough, and that's going to be about 3 to 4 weeks, which is disappointing for Sammy. But we've got David Ray now come back into the ranks as part of the squad, and obviously Razor, fan favourite, captain, lifted the Bostic trophy. He's looking forward to coming back in and helping us out as well. So yeah, we've just, it's definitely in a better place, but we need to be honest, these boys have not been, they look good on the training field, but they've not been rigorously tested yet. Do you know what I mean? And Hawley's a good opportunity Tuesday for some of these boys to come back in.
Okay, and obviously there's no league fixture tomorrow, a rare Saturday off for the first team, but obviously on Tuesday night, as you mentioned, Hawley at Meadowbank in the Surrey Senior Cup for 7:45 kickoff.
Yes, yeah, it feels like we play Hawley every year in this cup. It'd be nice to play somebody else, but no, we love Juppy and Hawley. We're great friends. The club's George is down there on a long-term loan, if you like, member of ERA, and Josh as well, obviously our keeper, our academy keeper who's injured. Coached really well, played great football. Another team, or club should I say, that were it not for the pandemic would have been in the Ishman League. That's where they are really now, just a case of time for these clubs. A lot of us have had sort of progression dented, do you know what I mean? So I think it's going to be a really tough game, going to be a full first team squad. Hope to see some fans down there getting themselves ready for the Worthing game, and I hope to see an absolute bucket load down at Worthing for that FA Trophy. That's going to be a cracker. There's 2 really good cup games next week, really good cup, and we're looking forward to it. And then obviously we then gear up for, I don't think we want to start talking about Christmas period yet. We've got enough league games, in the next couple of weeks, but we're just hoping we can just get some sustainability within the team, and the next 2 games is where we're going to see where we're at with that.
Okay, yeah, and actually on the subject of the Christmas period, I did want to mention that let's first and foremost mention Hawley on Tuesday night, because the tickets are reduced for that one. It's only £5 for adults,
Brilliant.
£3 for concessions, and £1 for under 18s. Under 8s free as usual. You can pick them up on dorkingwanderers.com. And tickets are now on sale also for our 2 December fixtures. Welling on the 11th of December, but the one that is already highly in demand is Boxing Day. Yeah. So what would your recommendation be on that?
Well, no, just for Boxing Day, I think it's going to be a massive crowd, huge 3 o'clock kickoff. Definitely want to get tickets for that one in advance. Welling as well, to be honest, but the crowds are on the increase. Do you know what I mean? It's a really big deal. The players are really determined to continue their good form, and all I can reiterate is that it's a welcome day off tomorrow. And the league table might not look pretty, but let's be realistic about it. There's no point glossing over it. You can be 3rd in this table and then down to 9th, and there's no point pretending you're in a good position if you're in 3rd and you've got a blanket covering about 14 teams. Ain't really anybody. Arguably, I think Dulwich and Junior and that are doing a great job. St Albans, etc. Kingy seem to have going through a bit of a tough period there. Oxford are consistent, but it's a really competitive league, mate. Everyone's beating everybody. It's going to take one hell of a team this year to pull away in this division. So, you kind of look at it and think, arguably, could it be nip and tuck? Could it be nip and tuck all season? Could it be really close? I mean, You know, could the player spaces be open to bloody lower mid-table up until bloody March? It looks that way at the moment. So we'll just take one game at a time, mate. That's the bottom line. But yeah, fans to get tickets for Boxing Day for sure. But hopefully we'll see them at Hawley and at Worthing.
Absolutely.
Good luck.
Yeah, some exciting football coming up.
Yeah.
Right. Thanks for your time, Mark. Good luck on Tuesday night, and we'll catch up again next Friday.
Yes.
All right.
Thanks. Cheers, mate.
Thank you.